Hello friends, it is that time of the month where you get to see this beautiful mug. Yes, it is a bit does it look like I just got up? I actually got up a couple hours ago. Excuse me. How rude of me. Let me first say hi. Welcome to Spicy Cat Colors. My name is Kathy. I am happy you are here. I am doing a little chit-chatty, talking about December plans in front of my favorite locale in my city park next to our lake, which if you notice, it's, I don't know if it's officially ice covered, if they call it. I don't see any open spots, but I would not be walking on it yet. I don't think the ice is very thick yet. And there is snow on top of it. But by, what is it, February, one of my friends, they have a snowmobile club. They have like races and a whole big event out here on the lake. But right now it is iced over. I might see one little middle spot yet. That's not completely. Anyway, it's Minnesota. It's what happens to our 10,000 lakes. At least the small enough lakes. That has nothing to do with my plans. But this may be the last time I can be in the park, because if we get more snow, it's not like they plow the little road. I'm like seriously at the back of the park in the little trees. So regardless, hello, how is everybody? I am okay. Just say that. Let's start with it's like 4 o'clock, so I got to do this fast because the sun is already going down. But we'll see what we can chat about. So November, I think tonight I'm going to try and film my completed pages, so I'm not sure which video will be up first. So there's that. I did not have a very productive, I mean, I shouldn't say that because it's like I still colored and enjoyed it, so that's productive. Number-wise, it wasn't my highest month. I don't think it was my lowest month. It doesn't matter though because I enjoyed it. But life has been pretty busy, so I haven't been coloring. It's kind of funny because when life is super busy and stressful, I either don't color or I color a lot, which, yeah, this was I didn't color as much as sometimes. Still very stressful, still very much in the job hunt, but we'll chat with that at the end for the season friends that will hang out until the end. Goal-wise, it is December. It is the end of the month, so my main goal is going to be coloring and having fun. That's really my main goal every month. If I manage to finish the books I had that were my 10 books to finish, I will be very happy. I have pretty much hit, I know I'm over 50%, and there's at least 3 more that are for sures I'll finish this month. So I don't know that I'll get all 10, but I'm feeling I'm going to hit 9, which makes me pretty happy because I didn't expect that. Again, I set goals as something to look forward to and achieve, but if I don't reach them, it's a coloring goal. It's not changing anybody else's life, not really changing mine, good or worse. It's just something because I like to have goals. So I'll be working on that, and of course adding in a bunch, as much as I can, of Christmas coloring because I enjoy Christmas coloring. I like everything Christmas. I celebrate Christmas. Yeah. So and it's like, and again, we always say you can color whatever you want any time of year, but to be honest, I really seem to focus and enjoy it during the actual season. So I am probably more of a seasonal colorist than not, but I will color, I'll color a Christmas page in April if I wanted to. So we're going to do that. There are, of course, all the amazing color alongs and prompts going on that I try to participate in. Last month didn't do very well with those, but I will show you the ones that I've seen so far, and there are always a lot more. Again, I apologize, I don't have everybody's, and I'm not trying to exclude. These are just people that I have I follow and try to participate with, and in case you didn't know about them, I like to share them. But there are a lot out there. I wonder if you just did like a search for on Instagram, if you'd come up, or coloring scavenger hunts or coloring prompts. I don't know how people tag those videos, but there's a bunch out there. Yeah, I'm not even going to edit out taking a drink. So I have that. Goal-wise, I think I had said before, for most of the year, I did like my little spinner app where I would come up with a prompt for myself. And I don't do that in November or December with the holidays. And I'm not going to do the spinner. I'm not going to say. So I've been starting to think and plan ahead to 2023. So what I want to like change, what new goals I have for myself. So I have some fun new ideas that I will share with you guys in January. But just so you know that. I did, November, we did the first group. Well, not the first because we did it in October, but the monthly group buddy color, which is #SpiceyBuddies. So thank you to everyone that played along with that. At this exact moment of filming, I did not pick the page yet for the December group buddy color on my channel. But I will tell you that the theme, so if you are just watching and you want to participate, I will pick a page from a book and I'm going to be showing you screenshots of it because I'll pick it after I get home. So I'm not sure. I'll try to pick from what I've seen as popular books. There's a lot of popular books. So you're seeing right now the exact book and the page I chose. So you can, if you want to color that page anytime in December, and if you are on Instagram or YouTube and want to post it and include the #SpiceyBuddies so I can find it and everyone else can see it, that would be amazing. If you do not have that book, the theme though is feast. Feast, food. I figured December is kind of a big holiday month in different cultures. You know, we have Christmas, there is Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. Those are the three that just popped into my head. But even if you don't have that type of a holiday, I just want you to think like family gathering feast, whatever that is to you, or maybe it's a favorite food. So even if you don't follow a specific, say you don't do Hanukkah, but you probably, or you celebrate. I get so excited, I can't. So whatever food, or if you have a page with like a feast, like a big table full of food, for if it's specific to a celebration or not, that is the theme. Hopefully that makes sense. Sorry. I just got off the phone for over an hour. How many of you, I don't talk on the phone anymore. I mean, at my job, if I have to, I talk on the phone as part of my job. But one of my girlfriends, I just got off the phone. We talked for a full hour. And we were commenting about how we don't talk anymore. And she's my best friend since I was 5. So over our lifetime, we have talked on the phone a lot. But the older we get with technology, it's like you text. And it was like, can you just call me? Because there was way too much to talk about. So that was kind of fun. But that's why my throat's a little, I didn't let it recover from all the talking. So I'm going to do that, and yeah, goal-wise, not setting any goals as far as number of pages. I don't do any of that. I'm just going to focus on Christmas coloring. I have several fun buddy colors already set up. Very excited for those. I'm pretty sure all of my buddies, I've told you, like when we picked the pages and the messages, I honestly will probably not get to start doing my buddy colors till next week. So it's kind of be like middle of the month, might even push to the end of the month. So I will do them as quick as I can. I always like to do those first if I can to make sure they get done in the month. But it's been crazy. So I really don't have a lot for goals and plans. So I apologize if you thought this would be a really inspirational video for that. I'm sorry. Now I'm just going to talk about what's going on in my life. But not in full detail, because I'm like, oh my gosh, it was last month's one where I sat in the same van and just about was crying. So things have not improved in my personal job life. It's actually become worse, if you can believe that. Now, without giving full details, because confidentiality, as far as I've never said where I actually work. So there's that. But let's just say in the past month, as I'm working away in my office, I had 2 employees Well, and then like 3 others, because they have to follow, because it might be an exciting something to watch, almost break out in a fist fight in front of me for whatever reason. I don't know. But I had to deal with that. And then I had to deal with the rest of the whole crew not doing any work the rest of the night, because that's all they could talk about. And I'm like, we are all adults. Not like even teenagers here. We're all adults. And you're out of your place of employment about to be in a fist fight if people didn't break you up. Just saying. Also, a high-level management, I will just say, was arrested. I think they're not back to work yet, but they were arrested for a personal, we'll just say a personal, outside of work situation crime. 2 charges filed against them. This is management. And less than a week ago, I had a disgruntled employee outside, like seriously, this far away from me. I did have like big, thick, bulletproof glass in between us, that I later find out is had the day before threatened to kill all of the people that look like me in the facility. And yes, that's my job. And the whole thing, without getting into that whole story, is issues had been reported like for quite a while, and nothing had been done by the company. In fact, the day prior to him being outside my counter was like a highly escalated situation, and there was no communication given to the rest of the facility to be on alert. This is the company I work for. This is why I am hardcore job hunting. So that's like besides the whole, not feeling appreciated, giving your all. This is just the environment I'm in, combined with the fact management also, obviously they don't seem to care about their employees. We could just say that. So unfortunately, nothing has come through yet for a job. I just got a rejection today that I was a little sad about, but then I'm like, you know what? I believe things happen for a reason and when they're supposed to happen. So I keep trying to focus myself. Okay, there's a reason I'm still at this current job. I don't know if it's because I need to be there to support someone else. I don't know the reasons. I just hope I survive until I can get out of there. But so when I have a door closed, like when I'm trying to get them to open and they close on me, I have learned that there's probably a reason. I don't know what it was. To me, maybe I thought this door was the one that was going to open and change my life, and it looks like the best thing ever. Higher power, whatever, fate, karma, whatever is out there, probably knows, no, that's not the right place for you. So I will keep trying to find the right place for me, because I know it is out there. And I just got to stay strong until then. But yeah, it is not good. So that's the work situation. Hasn't really changed. It just keeps getting worse. What else is there? It's been cold. What do we got temperature? Oh, it's 26 degrees today in Minnesota. There's a light wind, so there would be a bit cooler with wind chill. We had some like really, really cold days, really cold wind chills where it was like 0 degrees and like bitter wind. We did have a snowstorm last week, which I know I live in Minnesota. I live in southern Minnesota, I always call it. And to be fair, I don't remember the last time, which again, I'm over 50, so memory, it could not be all there, that this early in the year, by like, typically this is weather we have like at Christmas or later. So for it to be this cold and have to already had, I think, 2 snow events, we'll call them, is kind of crazy. So I'm hoping it's not going to mean this whole winter's terrible, but we'll see what it is. Oh, exciting plans, I could have said earlier, is not for December, but January. I did this last year, and doing it again this year. I don't know how many. It's probably going to be a smaller group of us. We're kicking off the new year with our getaway crafting. So January 1st, New Year's Day, is on a Sunday. So I am packing up my little minivan and heading to my favorite retreat place at Shalom Hills in Minnesota, that farm rural place where I've vlogged before, and getting there Monday and staying till Sunday, another full week. And I'm sure I plan on doing coloring, but I'm also going to set up like all my coloring planner for the year, anything like that, my goals, plans, all of that. So I probably won't film those, you know, my what I'm doing for the year until after that trip, or maybe I'll film while I'm there. I don't really know. So that's exciting. I did not realize how quickly it gets dark here. You can't even hardly see me anymore. You can't see. So I just got my hair done. And so I have been embracing and letting the gray go. I've got my first gray hair when I was like 20. And I've mentioned this before on my channel, that I was thinking about just, hey, let's quit coloring the full head of hair and see what happens. So my stylist and I have been coming up with a plan, and she's been doing like highlights or kind of to let things grow, because I didn't want the whole, like, it's grown out and you can see, because I don't color that much different. Hey, why did the lighting totally change? Does it depend how far away I am? I don't know. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it's just in the display. But, so I just saw her I'm filming on Monday, so it was last week. And she actually did like foils, which in a different manner than normal. It wasn't just random. So then she was washing, she was like cutting, she's like, okay, don't take this the wrong way. And I'm like, seriously, do you know me? And she knows me. She knows that I'm about as real as it gets. She goes, I'm like combing your hair, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it looks like a candy cane. So I don't think it looks like well, I can't tell. But because of the gray, and then she put in, she's been using this like red based color is what we've always colored it. So I'm the only one that uses this particular color of her clients. So I told her, I said, well, let's just keep doing like the little highlight chunks or whatever. We'll keep letting the grays come out, and we'll just use that until it's used up. Because of course I feel guilty and I don't want her to like throw it away. But it's like a red. So she's like, yeah, it's like there's the red and then there's the gray, and it kind of looks like candy cane. And she thought I'd be offended. And I'm like, are you kidding? I said, I would have told you to do that on purpose. I said, this is a happy accident. I have candy cane hair for Christmas. She just laughed. She's pretty awesome. So that was fun. And of course, the full face wax, because again, why pretend it doesn't happen? It happens. In fact, I was just plucking a few of the whiskers that had popped out after, because there's always those that are like right under the skin. Again, if you know, you know, and if you're trying to pretend you don't, well, first of all, bless you, and you are lucky, because most of us at a certain age, if not sooner, deal with those pesky things. It's the wicked witch in me coming out. So I have serious notes. So, now I'm going to sniffle. I'm not going to cry today. I don't think I'm going to cry. I say that, and then who knows what'll happen. But, so, if you're a seasoned friend, if you're a new friend, thank you for hanging out with me. This is what you get. This is me. This is how I am. I don't pretend to be anything I'm not. I don't try to be unprofessional, but YouTube is a hobby. I don't like edit, professionalize all that. Here's what I will do though. I'm going to pause you so I can actually blow my nose. I try and limit that if I can. Okay. I didn't want to like totally be sniffling if I didn't have to. Sometimes I'm always a sniffler because I'm always nasally congested. But so at the end of my videos, sometimes it's a long little thing, sometimes it's a short thing, but I like to end telling people that they matter, and that, you know, we all go through stuff, and to hang in there. We don't know what the other people are going through, and it's just nice to know that we're appreciated and we matter. So I have been reminded of this in the past month, very recently, and a couple months ago. So the girlfriend I just got off the phone with was because her brother-in-law passed away this weekend. Now there's a whole long story. The brother-in-law is actually married to my college roommate. He and my friend were dating when we were in college together. So I mean, I've known him, the gentleman that passed away, as long as all of my circle of friends, and then my best friend that I was just speaking to, she met her husband, who was the brother of the gentleman who passed away, at the wedding of my college roommate and her husband. And my other college roommate was a cousin to the man that passed away. That's how they met. So it's kind of like this whole little circle of people that were all close friends and have been friends for 30 years, pretty much. Crap, we've been, and some of us longer. But he unexpectedly passed away and is young, did not have any, young to me, he was 56, I believe, and no underlying health issues that anybody knew of. He was out bow hunting, deer hunting, which is something he loved, and we don't know exactly what happened. Bottom line is he passed away, and so many lives are numb right now. I'm still numb about it because one of the greatest guys. And I'm like, okay, I am too young. I always say I'm too young to have lost my parents when I did, which, again, I know there's not a rule on it. And I feel that at 50, how old am I? 52. I always have to think and do the math. I now have 2 close friends who have lost their husbands that are my age. Again, oh my gosh, this dog just came out of nowhere. Is there a person with them? Oh, yeah, somebody's... Did you see my face freak out? So there's this dog and there's this guy driving his truck. So he must be walking the dog in the park, which is fine. Just scared the heck out of me because the dog came out in front of the my van. So, yeah, it's just like, it's crazy. I think of, I look back at my parents and I'm like, when my parents were my age, I don't recall any of them. But to try and be there as a friend and support someone who's lost their spouse, it just gives you a whole new perspective. And you're like, especially any type of loss, there is not a good way to lose someone. I can tell you that from my personal experience, having lost my dad, which was a very sudden loss. And then my mom, who went through 2 years of cancer treatments, and we knew she had a incurable cancer, and ultimately she would be passing. We just didn't know how long we had with her. So having both of those at a parental level loss, I can tell you they both, for no other way to say it, suck. I apologize if swearing offended you, but there's no other word that actually covers that. They both do. It doesn't matter if you have the time to say your goodbyes or you didn't get the chance to say your goodbyes. It's absolutely heart-wrenching. That is for sure. So I am dealing with that, which again, I don't know how videos will be posting because I will be traveling for a funeral this week. And it's part of the reason I want people to slow down and think, that you matter. And then hopefully you're thinking about that with everyone you look at. We don't know what they're going through. We don't know what they're facing in life right now. And just the smallest token of kindness can really change someone's day. And further tragically, I'm just heartbroken for another friend acquaintance, not as I don't, it's like, how do you rank people? It's like they're a friend, you're not close friends, you don't spend a lot of time together, but still a friend, who this past, how long? I think it was a month ago, a little less than a month ago. Again, he's actually a little bit younger than me. His dad retired, and he committed suicide. He'd retired, and I think it had only been a couple months, and he and his wife were out doing like the yard work. It was before the snow, and told his wife he was going to finish up a couple things and she could go in the house and shower and get supper ready. And he never came in the house. Whatever was in his mental state of mind, he made the choice to not be in this world anymore. And as a child, I can't imagine getting that phone call. It's tragic enough to lose someone, And there are other people out here, other of my coloring friends I know have been affected by suicide. And it is a thing. It is not, it is things that need to be talked about. I mean, this is the whole mental health. I don't know what was going through his dad's mind and why he thought this was the solution for whatever it was that was haunting him. And the struggle, I think, in our current world, I think all of our technological advances, while they are amazing, the social medias, it's like everyone thinks they have to present themselves a certain way for the world to see. I mean, it was stressful enough when I was in high school, and everyone wasn't walking around with a phone in their pocket to capture whatever embarrassing, stupid thing I did, or to, humiliate me. And that's our world now. It's like you can barely, you feel you're always being watched. Whatever happens, you're going to be seen. And are you going to be ridiculed? Is it going to be publicized? I mean, it messes with my head. I don't know about the rest of yours, but we are all struggling a lot more. And kindness is just, it's underrated. It is so needed. It just makes a difference. I can tell you personally, the amount of people that reached out to me after my November video where I was talking about my struggles with my job, you guys have no idea how much that meant to me. I mean, the comments, the private messages I had, I'm not asking people to do this. I don't need validation, or, I will get through my mess. I will get through it because that's how I am on the inside. I get thrown challenges in life. I've been thrown them my whole life, and I struggle a lot with anxiety, depression, especially when those big things happen, or even the little things, they just add up. And I know myself, and I know I will get through. But to know I'm not alone and that others of you can relate, it hurts me to know that so many people have been in similar situations. And I just, I think as horrible as I feel, I never wish that on anybody else. So to know that there are other people I consider friends, that have felt the same way, it just hurts my heart, because there's so much pain in this world, and I just wish we didn't have to deal with some of the things we do. I don't know if any of this is making sense. I just wanted to share a couple personal things that have happened, that I've experienced in my life, that are a lot, and are things that were unplanned and affected so many lives now. It's like, when you step on ice and it cracks and all those splinters go out. We're like that step where that crack starts, and we don't know, but like if we weren't here where that footstep cracked the ice, there's 1,000 splinters that go out, and each of those splinters represents someone's life you make a difference in, that they are going to miss you if you're not there anymore. Even if you annoy the heck out of them some days, to not have you there, they're going to once feeling splintered. Visually, to me, that's how I see things. It's like, my friend's husband is now gone, and right now there are so many broken hearts connecting back to him. And while we don't know why it was his time, it was not in his own hand. Something happened. It was his time to go. And my other friends whose dad made that choice, again, if he could have reached out for help, in his case, to talk to someone and to realize all the splinters he left behind. And what either of the situations are terrible, whether, I mean, you passed, you didn't no clue about it, or if you took your own life, those are the times when the people are gone. Everyone's like, oh, they meant so much to me, and they always were so kind about this. And that's when you hear all these things. My goal is to always don't wait until it's too late. That's why I tell you, you matter now, because right that now, this moment, you do. You truly are a beautiful, wonderful creation, a force in this world. And even when you can't see your own beauty and your strength, it is still there. We all struggle. Our minds tell us, try to trick us and lie to us. But you can't hide or deny that there is a spark in all of us that makes the world brighter. And when that is extinguished, just like stepping on the ice and having a crack, there are so many lives that are going to miss that spark. So just try, especially this time of year. It's interesting to me because people are either overly grateful and kind and caring because of the spirit of the holidays, or they become so focused and it turns into a money or a status or the ugly side. There's the ugly side of this season too. And wherever you find yourself, it can vary day to day. The same day, I might be on both sides of that. I don't know. But I hope we all just can take a moment and breathe. And whatever is going on, first of all, celebrate that own little spark and flame inside yourself and know that you are beautiful and you are trying the best you can. And this is also can be a stressful time because we want to do things for others and we are not always able to, whether it's financially or physically, whatever it is, we cannot always fulfill the things we want to do. And just know that you are doing what you need to do, the best you can with what you have. And the people in your life that truly love and care for you, they know that. They're not going to judge you. They can see the beauty in you that I know is there. And I hope that you can see it in others, especially when you are in the shopping store or wherever it is and you run across somebody that is obviously not having a good day and maybe a little crabby or says or does something rude. Don't push that back onto them. I mean, I truly believe that the energy we put out in the world comes back to us. But if someone's projecting negativity at you, combat it with positivity. Try and help them see there is good in the world. It's the kindest compliments. Again, I say things to people. I used to just think it. And I've used this example before, like I'm getting a coffee or a takeout or wherever I'm interacting with someone I've never met before. And that 2 minutes you're in their drive-through, I've noticed if they have really cool jewelry or a nice tattoo or nails. I'm big into nails. So I would think those things, but I've started saying them and telling them. And it usually doesn't turn into a conversation, but it turns into a smile and a thank you. Nobody's ever like, you're kind of a creeper, lady, back up. I mean, they just say thank you. And that's it. Because I'm sure the next person behind me is probably going to be crabby about something, or they could be. And we just need a little more kindness. A lot more kindness in this world. And we're faced with situations we don't have that opportunity to necessarily choose it, to put ourselves in there, but we can help alleviate it. I don't know if any of that makes sense. I just have to ramble and try and sometimes just talk things out on my own because it's a scary, scary world and all of our time is far too short. I can tell you that. It's far too short and we need to just, you need to do what you need to do for you. I can't say what you need to do. I know what I need to do to keep my heart and mind in a somewhat positive state, which is a very much a challenge with the outside stresses that go on in my life. But I can control my heart and my thoughts. And I can give the negativity the power to invade, or I can say, screw it. I don't care. You can try and bring me down. You can try and break me. But today I'm not letting you. Tomorrow I might not be as strong, and I might need to just crawl in my bed and cry and pull the blanket over my head. And if I need to, that's what I'm going to do. Because whatever I need to do to preserve myself, so I can be there for the people I love and care about, that's what I'm going to do. So do a gift for yourself. Take care of yourself. Because I mean it. The meaning behind is like longer than a Kathy video, believe it or not. When I say you matter, those are 2 words, but it's an hour Kathy video. That's what they are filled with, the intention. You really do. And this person right here, am so grateful that you are alive and here in this world at this moment. And for whatever reason you clicked on this video. That, in case you wondered, is proof that you matter, because you just made a difference in my life. So thank you. And I am a person you may never meet face to face. I never may get to give you a giant hug. You might not get to see my candy cane hair in person. But there are people in your life that feel that way times 100, because they know everything about you. And they wouldn't be wrong. We're not wrong. Okay? So hang in there this holiday season. It can be good. It can be bad. It's a stressful time of year. But just know you are loved and you are valued. Okay? I'm going to let you go because, again, it seems like it's getting brighter, but it's really getting darker. I might try and... Okay, we're going to try and do this. Hold on, friends. I'm going to take you for a little sleigh ride in the minivan. Hold on. I got to get everything situated because I just realized the Christmas lights came on. Here, I'm going to show you. First up, let's get a nice little look at the lake. This is where I'm sitting. This is where I am in my little park. And do you see over there? They do this every year now. And they have the Christmas lights on. So it's not dark. Okay, I don't want to hit a tree. So, hold on. Let me drive out here. I don't want to slide into the lake either. Whew, I'm spinning in the snow. Minivan does not have snow tires. But they just did this, was it a week ago? They had a whole little event. I think it was called Meet Me at the Mistletoe. And they lit up our little city park here. So I just want to show it to you. I mean, it's not going to be as cool as if it were dark out, but you can definitely see the lights. But here is what I'm talking about. Look at everything. And they do a lot of work. It's all volunteer. I hope your community has something like this, because it is beautifully, beautifully amazing. So, can I get out of here? Like, where's the snow? Normally that's the driveway, but I gotta go this way. So, all of these trees, and right over there, that building I'm aiming at is our nursing home and assisted care. So, we're gonna have to just drive all the way around the park. Bear with me. So I think I could drive through here. They have this opened up now, this big archway. But I gotta go this way first because there's more here. So here we got Santa. And then this is like, you would walk through here. And it was like, I talked to my stylist. She came out here for the lighting. And she's like, it was like a Hallmark movie. Seriously. She's like, they had the hot cocoa. They had Santa. It's like all the community was out here. They had carolers. It was just a beautiful thing. So, did they color code? So this side, we are all gold, red and gold. And on this side, it looks like we got blue and white. I wonder if there'll be more. They had more inflatables in here last year. But, oh, sorry, didn't mean to do that one fast. So we got this little gazebo with the tree in. And then there's like sponsors. So we got the Santa. We're switching over. I love that tree with the blinking blue. They like, you can't see, but that big tree right there, it's got the lights up in the branches too, but they're white, so you can't really see it. Okay, we're driving around. But I gotta go show you. I think the trees are out, so hopefully we can see it. So then here's in my little town, my baseball field, and the swimming pool is just around that corner. So, nothing to see there. I'm not gonna stop it. I'm just gonna show it to you from. So here's that whole park where I just drove through. But I'm gonna go drive in front of the nursing home because I want to see what they have over there. I do love Christmas lights. I don't decorate anything at my house. We used to have like an outdoor light thing we'd put on, but we haven't. And I don't decorate in the house just because the cats tear it apart. But I do appreciate going to look at the beautiful Christmas lights. So I apologize if this is boring for you, but I think it's pretty cool. Oh, they even put lights on the cannons. Isn't every city park? They either have like an airplane or a helicopter or some, you know, it's to honor the veterans. They did not put the lights on the actual playground equipment because it's Minnesota. Our kids will still come and play. I gotta take a left so we can get around the corner. There's actually somebody building a house in the middle of winter. Whew, I feel sorry for those guys. Okay. Little kids running. Those are cool lights. So now, here we are. Oops, that's the... This is going into the nursing home. Assisted care. And yes, there's like a bunch of trees. So, here we go. So along the right side over here, now there's cars parked, but you can kind of see there's all these Christmas trees that are decorated, and I'm pretty sure they're all like sponsored by local businesses or civic groups and the like. And I just think it's so nice because this is the assisted care. I did work here part-time. They're actually having the dining room at supper time right now. So they have all these beautiful trees. And come around. Okay. Got some cars I gotta get by. And parking lot. It's just so cool. I'm sure I was working the night they did this. It would have been pretty fun though. And we're just about full circle from where I came, because right here then is that archway that you could drive through. So it's kind of set up nice. You know, there's a town 40 miles from here. They have a really cool like drive-through light thing. So this is our little town's version. And I want to come over here yet, because on this side we have a giant Rudolph. And I have not seen before, I'm sure they're not that new, those lights that look like they're like snowing or falling. Looks to be like they're kind of partial ropes. And then the LED. Those are really cool. Okay, friends. Now you know what this little thing looks like in my world. And it's beautiful. But, okay, now I'm going to let you go. I hope you enjoyed my little sneak peek. But now I'm going to head home. So take care of yourselves, friends. I love you. And we'll be in touch.